Well, we've got bacteria. That was interesting to develop them. Of course, they were very important overall. They spread all over the earth and diversified. Bacteria in their most primitive form were able to endure nearly boiling acidic waters in a reducing atmosphere. Over several millennia, local changes in acidity and temperature caused new environments to develop in many locations, and clouds of water evaporated and formed acid clouds, which produced acid precipitation and powerful storms all across the Earth's surface. In young mountain ranges, cooling had become more pronounced and the rocks had become more solidified. Many of these rocks were to the alkaline side of neutrality, and their pH and in their pH, and thus were fairly vulnerable to weathering from the acid storms. Shallow and deep basins and gullies formed, providing structural features to accommodate rivers, streams, lakes, natural ponds, brooks, and creeks later on. The alkaline rocks began to slowly neutralize the acidity of the water as it dissolved and weathered them, and as more cooling occurred over the following millennia, the intensity of the constant storms and their continuous discharges of lightning began to abate somewhat to the point that the seas were only slightly hot, and a large percentage of the acidity was neutralized, so the pH of the oceans at that time was around 6.5, more or less. In some of the microhabitats, that allowed pHs to actually drift to the alkaline side of neutral. In these varied habitats, given the relatively prodigious numbers of bacterial cells that teemed throughout the waters and the relative ease with which mutagenic electromagnetic rays could penetrate the still reductive atmosphere, it was not surprising that many mutations occurred, and that some of these favored survival in the varying environments which had developed, so that diversity amongst the bacterial population grew to a degree that would be, in our more stable environment, seem unimaginable. In a few of these environments, some light-absorbing proteins